the rumor was that allegedly Messiah was in some kind of gay relationship with a classmate or somebody in school. They were under the age of 17 sharing adult photos, even though they weren't adults.
So, but then yeah, that's I think that's why I was excited. I wanted to see what that felt like, and I wanted, you know what I mean, everybody want people to know them.
Right.
But then I started realizing that I cared more about how they...
T.I. just can't seem to stay out of the spotlight, but this time, it's not King Harris stirring up the headlines. It's his older son, Messiah. Reports claim T.I. allegedly disowned him after a leaked video surfaced online, leaving fans in a frenzy trying to uncover what really happened. Messiah has always been the quiet one of the Harris family. No flashy lifestyle, no wild Instagram antics, none of the chaos his siblings are known for. Ever since his early days on T.I. and Tiny, the family hustle, he's kept a low profile, gradually fading from the show while the rest of the family remained front and center. But once that alleged video dropped, everything changed overnight.
So but you know, now he's like Benjamin Buttons with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
The leaked footage, which fans say revealed personal details about Messiah's private life, sent social media into a frenzy. Everyone had an opinion, but the loudest silence came from T.I. himself. The man known for always speaking his mind didn't post, didn't comment, didn't even drop a cryptic quote. That silence spoke volumes, and fans began connecting the dots, questioning whether the rapper had really cut ties with his own son.
What made you take the different route from the trap route, like your dad?
I didn't grow up in the trap. Simple as that. I didn't grow up in the trap. He grew up in it. You know, he did all type of that stuff. So
many believe the situation struck a personal chord with T.I., especially since the hip-hop world hasn't always been the most accepting of certain lifestyles. The fact that Messiah's alleged video even went viral shows just how ruthless the internet can be. But what really shocked people was how quickly they assumed T.I.'s silence meant rejection rather than protection. What's even more interesting is that Messiah isn't the only one who stepped away from the spotlight. His younger brother, Damani, did the same, but for a completely different reason. Reports say he turned down a massive $80,000 offer to stay on Family Hustle, simply because he didn't want to live off his father's fame.
A lady who called Rashida's business saying that her son and Kai were having an inappropriate relationship and he was gay, and she was trying to confront her and stuff like that.
Damani wanted to earn his own respect, even collaborating with J. Cole to build a career on his own terms. But Messiah's situation feels different, more emotional, more complex. T.I. has always prided himself on keeping his kids grounded, making them work for what they want instead of handing them success. Yet now, fans can't help but wonder, is this just another case of tough love, or is there something deeper going on?
Spoke on how you turned down $80K from Family Hustle. Now, talk to us about that.
it was just time, you know, to just branch out and do my own thing, focus more on me, and just find a little bit more about who.
Some people believe T.I. may have distanced himself because of Messiah's alleged sexuality, and that's exactly what's fueling the outrage online. The crazy part? Messiah hasn't said a single word about the rumors or the footage. No statement, no denial, nothing. That silence has fans wondering whether he's protecting his peace or hiding pain, especially since his father doesn't seem to be stepping in to defend him anytime soon. Meanwhile, fans are calling out T.I. and Tiny for hypocrisy, reminding everyone that they've had their own scandals and were once dragged for their freaky situations. So why turn on their son now? The internet's asking, if you can love King despite his wild behavior, how can you disown Messiah for something he hasn't even confirmed? Some users even added, it don't matter if he's gay or not, that's still your blood, that's still your son. It's clear people are tired of the double standards. And until someone from the Harris family speaks up, the rumors won't stop. With Messiah staying quiet, King stirring new controversies, including talk about getting an older woman pregnant, and T.I. posting like nothing's happening, the Harris name just keeps spinning in the headlines. Whatever's happening behind closed doors, fans can feel the tension, and it's getting harder to ignore. The Harris family has been under the microscope for years, but lately, things have gotten real messy. Messiah, who's always been the chill one, is now at the center of a rumor storm that refuses to die down. The leaked footage had people speculating about everything, from his identity to his relationship with his father, and the silence from both sides only made it worse. T.I., who's never been afraid to voice his opinions on politics, music, or even other rappers, suddenly went ghost. No shade posts, No family statements, nothing. That's not the T.I. fans are used to seeing. Now everyone's reading between the lines, assuming that his silence means there's truth behind the rumors. Some believe it's just a private family matter, while others are convinced it's proof that T.I. turned his back on Messiah because of who he might be. Either way, the situation's got people divided. And while Messiah stays quiet, King Harris is out here doing the total opposite, loud, reckless, and going viral almost every week. Between arguments, flashing money online, and allegedly getting an older woman pregnant, King's been giving blogs endless content. Some even claim he did it on purpose, that getting a woman pregnant was his way of shutting down whispers about his own alleged behavior. Whether that's true or not, the Harris family's reputation is looking shaky, and T.I.'s social media posts about family unity don't match the chaos fans are seeing unfold. The public's reaction has been explosive. Comment sections across platforms are lit up with people calling out what they see as pure hypocrisy. They are saying, how can T.I. and Tiny judge their son when their own names have been tied to worse situations? It's like the internet's holding up a mirror, reminding everyone that this family has never been a stranger to scandal. Others, though, are standing by Messiah, saying, even if the rumors were true, that doesn't give T.I. a reason to walk away from his kid. Even if the rumors were true, that still wouldn't give T.I. a reason to walk away from his son. That's your blood, one fan wrote. A father's love shouldn't come with conditions. Others pointed out how T.I. always defends King, no matter how much trouble he causes, but when it comes to Messiah, the energy feels cold and distant. The conversation has shifted from gossip to something deeper, a real debate about parenting, acceptance, and what family loyalty really means when fame and pride get in the way. Some insiders claim Messiah's silence isn't about shame at all, but strategy, that he knows speaking out would only make things worse, especially since his father's image has always revolved around control and authority. But here's where things get wild. The streets have been whispering that this whole situation runs much deeper than a leaked video or family drama. Some believe it's exposing cracks in T.I.'s carefully polished image, one has spent years building. T.I. has always portrayed himself as the family-first, king of the house type, but watching how things are playing out, fans say that picture isn't looking so perfect anymore. People are calling it karma. All those years of controlling narratives and preaching about loyalty now coming back to haunt him inside his own home. The irony isn't lost on anyone. T.I. built his career being the voice of reason, the one schooling other rappers about respect and discipline. But when it comes to his own son, that same voice has gone silent, and fans are calling it the biggest contradiction of his career. Old interviews have started resurfacing, moments where T.I. proudly called himself a hands-on father, now being compared to a time when his son might need him the most, and he's nowhere to be found. That absence speaks volumes, and the internet's eating it up like drama candy. Now, here's the twist. Insiders close to the Harris family say Messiah had already started pulling away months before the video surfaced. He's been keeping to himself, focusing on music behind the scenes, and stepping back from Hollywood entirely. Maybe his silence isn't about embarrassment. Maybe he's just done with the fame game altogether. Still, it's hard to ignore that his name's trending more for rumors than for music. And that's got to sting, especially when his brother King Harris is doing the total opposite, going live, acting out, and stirring headlines week after week. The contrast between the two couldn't be clearer. One quiet and grounded, the other loud and unpredictable. That difference has people wondering if jealousy's been brewing for years. Maybe Messiah always felt overlooked while King got all the attention, even when it was negative. If that's true, this whole thing might not just be about a scandal. It could be years of family tension finally spilling into public view. What really set the internet on fire was when T.I. posted a cryptic message about protecting your peace and cutting off toxic energy. The timing couldn't have been worse. Right after the rumors started spreading, fans immediately connected the dots, assuming it was aimed at Messiah. Instead of clearing things up, that post only fueled the chaos. Comment sections exploded. "So, you calling your own son toxic now?" one person asked. Others defended him, saying it was just bad timing. But let's be real, T.I. knows how social media works. He's been in the spotlight too long not to know how people read between the lines. If that post wasn't about Messiah, he could have said so, but he didn't. And that silence keeps the fire burning. Meanwhile, other rappers and industry figures have quietly reacted. Some liked shady posts, others unfollowed T.I., and one even commented, "Sometimes it's the ones closest to you that disappoint you the most." Nobody named names, but the timing made it obvious what they were referring to. Even old interviews are resurfacing, with fans clowning T.I. for not living up to his own words about being a family man. The Harris brand, once seen as a symbol of Southern success, now looks like a soap opera playing out in real time. And through it all, Tiny has stayed silent, which only adds to the tension. Her decision not to defend either side makes it seem like she's choosing peace over participation. But let's be honest, the entertainment world loves a scandal. This situation turned into free promo overnight. Gossip blogs, YouTube channels, and social media pages have been milking it non-stop, while T.I. keeps posting motivational quotes like nothing's happening. It almost feels like he's daring people to keep talking, fueling the flames by pretending there's no fire. Fans are split. Some want to respect the family's privacy, while others are demanding answers. And that's where the suspense lies. Because if T.I. ever decides to break his silence, the internet's going to explode. People want to know, did he really turn his back on his own son? Or is this another case of the internet twisting a private situation into a public spectacle? Until he addresses it head-on, the story keeps writing itself in real time. And the longer he stays quiet, the more it starts to look like guilt. Messiah might be fine staying out of the spotlight, but the internet isn't letting this one fade. The story's got everything: fame, family, loyalty, and mystery. The perfect recipe for viral drama. And the craziest part? Nobody really knows the truth. Maybe Messiah's silence is protecting his father's image. Maybe T.I.'s silence is protecting his son. Or maybe there's a whole other story waiting to explode. Whatever it is, one thing's clear. This isn't the end of the Harris saga. The streets are watching, the blogs are watching, and every post from T.I. feels like another clue in a family mystery that keeps getting deeper. Stay tuned, because when this storm finally breaks, it's going to shake the internet to its core.